Let's go ahead and dial in our front camber today. Let's go ahead and get it all warm and cozy in here. What's going on today, guys? We're doing the front camber on the Mazda 3. I think this is a pretty explanation of why it needs to be done. If you guys take a look at the back, it could be adjusted a bit more, but I also don't have rear camber arms. So we're gonna keep the back how it is, because I'd say that's actually pretty good, and especially with the ride height in the rear. But we're gonna work on getting the front. We're gonna go in a little bit. I've never adjusted any of the camber on this. We are on BC Racing Coilovers, but I'm not gonna be so like I do want to adjust the ride height, but I'm on a regular set of coilovers, and this is completely maxed out, and I want to get that down a bit more. I think what we can do to kind of start is for sure get that camber dialed in a bit more, just to at least pair up with the rear. So I'm currently on a regular set of BC Racing Coilovers. The rear shocks are blown out, or at least to prepare for the summer, at least in the summer sometime, I like to get a set of extreme lows or something to an equivalent pricing. The BC Racing rebuild situation is nice until you have to do the shocks. Like both rear shocks are like almost in like Canadian pricing, and shipped to my door in Canada is like almost like buying a full set of coilovers just for the rear shock replacements. So I'm just gonna go with extreme lows in the future, but like I said, I want to be able to drive this thing around how it is right now. So I really want to adjust that front and see what we can do. Please don't make fun of me for my fitment talk, because I have no idea what I'm doing today. And when I say I literally don't know what I'm doing, here we are in the, that tells you how much camber you're running. Judging by our phone, we're running about 2 degrees of camber, and I'm thinking I probably want to do about 4 degrees. This is like the worst way to calculate this. I'm just gonna wing it, and we're really just gonna see what happens, to be honest with you. So what really sucks about my situation is I can't actually adjust the camber plates without taking the strut completely out. Now I can remove the strut tower bar, but the thing is with the Mazda 3's is the hole that they have in the strut tower isn't big enough. But today we're gonna have to suffer and take out the whole front assembly to be able to adjust that camber. Realistically, I would like just to be able to drop the control arm and be able to kind of adjust it from the top without busting it out on the knuckle, but I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, without further ado, I mean, they're not hard to get out, but I just rather not. Thoughts on my first job in the garage so far? Squishy to jack up the car. It keeps its warmth in here actually quite well. I'm gonna start on this side so I can suffer less, and I will suffer more when I go to that side and can't fit. I'll probably see what I can do with this side. That it would be kind of nice if I could just drop the top, be able to adjust it, and then put it back in. I doubt it will happen. I'm gonna try though, because I'm a savage. Oh, beauty. Oh, even more of a beauty. That's not good. Not good at all. These are brand new. There you go. Guess I'm replacing these. See you later, M-Link. That needs to be dealt with too. Yeah, I forgot how quick and easy this was to do, actually. I'll go do the other side real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and zap the big 17 out. Now we take a hammer to it and watch it fall out. Nice. It's probably the easiest this thing has ever come out before. Oh, the biggie. Here it is. Here is a BC Racing coilover. And if you guys have coilovers or any kind of front strut with a camber plate on it, this is probably what it's gonna look like. If you do have your coilovers out and you haven't cleaned them, I would suggest cleaning them, but we're just gonna be focusing on the camber adjustment, which is up top here. As you can see with the BCs, you have little dials and notches. I know that I'm running, I don't wanna say, like I'm not running 0 degrees of camber, but on, like this has not been changed. If you do take this out of the car and you're adjusting it, I just realized that obviously you wanna make sure that you're adjusting this in the way that it's going to go back in the car. So I do have mine. This is how it's going to be. So we have some Allen heads up here we're going to go ahead and take off. Now with these camber plates specifically, there's an adjustment hole in the middle as well. And that will probably give us a better idea on, well, we're going to move one of these to whatever way we move this. So if we want to camber in, the way that this one's set up is we're going to want to move these 2 bolts into the middle and then move them, and then that'll basically tell us like how many degrees of camber we're adding on. So we can go ahead and do that now just to get started. Like I said, we're just going to move these to the center holes. I'm not going to tighten them all the way, but I'm going to tighten them down. So BC Racing doesn't really have anything, especially on these coilovers, to tell you what each line represents. So from 0 degrees, and this is for specifically the Mazda 3's, there are 9 lines after the 0 degrees mark, so which should mean you should get about 3, I'm thinking 3 degrees out of these. Not entirely sure, don't take me for it. I asked support didn't know. So I'm going to move this notch. So I'm going to move this notch up 3. I think I'm going to do 3, and I think we should do good. And as you guys can see, it actually moves really nice. So let's go ahead and we want to do 3. So 1, probably right about there. It's going to be the sweet spot. Then we're going to go ahead and tighten these all back up. So if you guys do this regularly, then obviously, you know, you maybe want to, you know, cut a hole into your strut tower, but for me, I don't think it's necessary. Hopefully 1 degree is fine, and hopefully I don't overdo it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these ones out now. Oh, some spidey webs going on in here. So yeah, same thing on this one. 1, 2, 3. All right, now let's go ahead and put these back in the car. Easy peasy. I feel like I've done it so much that it's just kind of like, it's just used to it at this point. Like it just knows it's gonna happen. Okay, everything is put back together. Realistically, it didn't take me too long. I think I was just kind of nervous about doing my first job in here and kind of learning how much room I have and everything. At the end of the day, I think I will be excited to work outside again, but this is definitely a pleasure being able to do this inside, because I definitely want to be doing this right now. So let's go ahead and put the wheels back on and see how... What do you guys think? I think I nailed it. Pretty spot on. A little bit of tire and rim. Obviously, looks a little funky because, well, the ride height. For some reason, this side is like a lot of tire and rim, so I'll look into that. Let's pull this thing out. So everything looks fine, but it's weird. Because like I said, like this side is like dialed right in. And then you look at this side and it's still pretty funky. I might have accidentally done a little bit more on the driver's side. But I'll definitely look into that when I get coilovers, of course. But I like that. That's like perfect to me. That's how I want it. I think the rear is still in a bit more. But at the end of the day, like this ride height is so funky. Like I said, when I get BC lows, that's when I'll really adjust everything and be able to and have this thing look a lot better. It's been a while, but let's take a look at these. What do you guys say I take the Miata for a quick spin down the road? We gotta do some stuff with the lifted 3. I feel like it's been a while, and you guys never seen it with the tires on it. Really. I'm having too much fun playing with this again though. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Side's a little funky, but we'll figure that out sooner or later. So what do you guys think? You guys got to see the car again. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video. Comment down below, obviously. Let me know. I'm pretty excited to get into the season, man. I just want spring to come around. Everything down to filming content and working on the cars is like, I'm so excited to do it again. So we're just like, you know, we're working into it. Christmas is always a mess. So that's why, you know, content is always a little scarce around this time, but getting some stuff in, of course. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. Keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.